Hello everyone! This is for all the children at home during this COVID-19 pandemic. Join ACE Radio School to continue learning while at home. This is for the nursery, primary, and secondary school children. We will be teaching you literacy, numeracy, and STEM subjects. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and maths. This is an ACE Charity initiative powered by Grundfos Foundation.
This broadcast is for secondary school students. Hello listeners, my name is Adesomi Temitayo, and I welcome you to today's English class on ACE Radio School. Today, I will be teaching you the topic Question Tag. Question Tag. Questions are interrogative sentences that end with a question mark. Questions are meant to ask for information which always begin with words like who, what, where, and when. What is a question tag? A question tag is a type of question often found at the end of a statement. What is a statement? A statement is a clear expression in the sentence of something said. When a question tag is added to a statement, the statement becomes a question. We use questions to ask for confirmation. It is a statement followed by a mini question. For example, he is a doctor, isn't he? In this example, he is a doctor is a statement, isn't he is a question tag used to confirm that he is a doctor. Examples of question tags are: is that right? Aren't you? Isn't it? Do you agree? Are they? Should we? These tag questions are very common in English. There are two types of statements, namely positive statements and negative statements. How many types of statements? Two. And what are they? Positive statements and negative statements. Let's start with a positive statement. A positive statement is an affirmative sentence that tells us what is sure of happening without no, not, can't, won't, or never in its verb element. Example of a positive statement is: he is a Nigerian student. What about the negative statement? A negative statement or sentence is one which has no, not, can't, won't, or never in its verb elements. Example of a negative statement is: he is not a Nigerian student. Now let's look at positive and negative statements together. An example of a positive statement is: she is a nurse. She is a nurse. An example of negative statement is: she is not a nurse. She is not a nurse. Let's look at another example of a positive and negative statement. You can read well. You can read well. What do you think will be the negative statement? You cannot read well. Exactly. Very good. More examples. They will report us. Of course, this is a positive statement. And the negative part of the statement is: they won't report us. Another one, Adamu was there, is a positive statement. And of course, Adamu was not there is the negative statement. Now let's do a simple exercise. I will make two statements. You will tell me which is positive and which is negative. Are you ready? They are eating at a restaurant. They are not eating at a restaurant. So which is positive and which is negative? They are eating at a restaurant is a positive statement, and they are not eating at a restaurant is a negative statement. Thank you. If that was your answer, you are very correct. Well done, listeners. Let us do a recap of what has been learned today. We learned that a question tag is a type of question often found at the end of a statement. We also learned the types of statements, which are positive statements and negative statements. Now it's question time. I'd like you to listen attentively to the following questions and choose the option with the correct answer. Question number 1. Does a question tag appear at the end, beginning, or middle of a statement? I'll take question 1 again. Does a question tag appear at the end, beginning, or middle of a statement? A. End. B. Beginning. C. Middle. Question 2. We will arrive Kano by nightfall is an example of a dash statement. Is it a positive or negative statement? Question 2 again. We will arrive Kano by nightfall is an example of a dash statement. Is it a positive or negative statement? Question number 3. The train does not arrive until tomorrow is a dash statement. The train does not arrive until tomorrow is a dash statement. Tell me if it's a positive or a negative statement. Send your responses as a text message indicating your name, gender, state, and subject, that is English, to 070-363-03182. I'll take the number again, 070-363-03182. Alright, well done students for participating with your friends in today's English lesson. You can catch up on past episodes on our YouTube channel called Ace Radio School. Don't forget to subscribe. Until I come your way again, it's Adesami saying bye for now.
This is an ACE Charity initiative powered by Grunfos Foundation. This broadcast is for secondary school students. Hello listeners, my name is Mrs. Oluwashino Teniola, and I welcome you to today's mathematics class on ACE Radio School. Today, I will be teaching you ratio. I will explain how to correctly express ratio in written form and how ratio can be simplified. Get your pen and notebook and let's get ready to learn. What is ratio? A ratio is a simple mathematical term used for comparing two or more quantities that are measured. Same, take that again. A ratio is a simple mathematical term used for comparing two or more quantities that are measured in the same units. For example, if there are 3 apples and 2 oranges in a bowl of fruit. If there are 3 apples and 2 oranges in a bowl of fruit, then the ratio of apples to oranges is 3:2. That is 3:2. Also, the ratio of oranges
to apples is 2 to 3. That is 2:3. Great! The ratio is represented with the sign of the colon in between the numbers concerned. The ratio is represented with the sign of the colon in between the numbers concerned. Writing out ratio correctly depends on which quantity comes first. Writing out ratio correctly depends on which quantity comes first. Consider this example. There are 2 green balls and 5 white balls in a box. There are 2 green balls and 5 white balls in a box. What is the ratio of white balls to green balls? I'll take the question again. There are 2 green balls and 5 white balls in a box. What is the ratio of white balls to green balls? Note, the question says, what is the ratio of white balls to green balls? This means that the number of white balls comes first, then followed by green balls. How many white balls are in the box? 5, correct. Then, how many green balls are in the box? 2, yes. Therefore, the ratio of white balls to green balls is 5:2. Very good. What is the ratio of green balls to white balls? What is the ratio of green balls to white balls? Note, the question says, what is the ratio of green balls to white balls? This means that the number of green balls comes first, then followed by white balls. How many green balls are in the box? 2, fantastic. Then how many white balls are in the box? 5, yes. Therefore, the ratio of green balls to white balls is 2:5. Great job. Let's move on to simplifying ratios. Ratios can be simplified like fractions. Ratios can be simplified like fractions. Consider this example. There are 10 bottles of Coke and 8 bottles of Fanta in a crate. There are 10 bottles of Coke and 8 bottles of Fanta in a crate. What is the ratio of Coke to Fanta in its simplest form? What is the ratio of Coke to Fanta in its simplest form? Note, the question says, what is the ratio of Coke to Fanta? This means that Coke comes first, then followed by Fanta. How many bottles of Coke are in the crate? 10, correct. Then how many bottles of Fanta are in the crate? 8, yes. Therefore, the ratio of Coke to Fanta is 10:8. Now, we can simplify by using a common factor. 2 is a common factor. Therefore, we can divide both numbers by 2. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Hence, the ratio of Coke to Fanta is 5:4. Great job! Consider the simple example. Simplify the expression 9:15. Simplify the expression 9:15. We can simplify by using a common factor. 3 is a common factor. Therefore, we can divide both numbers by 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Great. Therefore, the expression 9:15 has been simplified to 3:5. Great! Let's consider another example. There are 20 boys and 21 girls in a class. What is the ratio of boys to girls in its simplest form? There are 20 boys and 21 girls in a class. What is the ratio of boys to girls in its simplest form? Note, the question says, what is the ratio of boys to girls? This means that boys come first, then followed by girls. How many boys are in the class? 20, correct. Then, how many girls are in the class? 21. Therefore, the ratio of boys to girls is 20:21. Now, let's try to simplify by using a common factor. Can any number divide both 20 and 21 without a remainder? No. That means there is no common factor between 20 and 21. Therefore, the ratio of boys to girls remains the same, that is 20:21. Beautiful! Well done, listeners. We have come to the end of today's session. We learnt about ratio and how an expression in ratio can be simplified. I'd like you to try this as an assignment and send in your answers to this phone number 070-3630-3182. Type your name, age, gender. If you're a boy, type male. If you're a girl, type female. Your class, the subject, mathematics, and the state you currently live in. I hope you have done that. Now the question. 1. Simplify 8:12. 2. If there are 15 chairs in a class and 6 tables in a class, what is the ratio of chairs to tables? If there are 15 chairs in a class and 6 tables in a class, what is the ratio of chairs to tables? Okay, I'll be expecting your answers. You can catch up on past episodes on our YouTube channel called Ace Radio School. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, it's bye for now.
This is an Ace Charity initiative powered by Grundfos Foundation.
This session is for secondary school students. Hello listeners, my name is Mrs. Musi and I am your
Ace Radio School
biology teacher. We are going to learn about the digestive system this month. I hope you are excited to learn about the digestive system. Do you want to know what happens to any food you eat? Will you like to know more? Then make sure you listen attentively as this is going to be very interesting. We will be learning about how our favorite food digests and how it ends up giving us the energy we need. Just as we have different roles and job descriptions in workplaces, so also does our body. Different organs have different roles they play, and a group of organs have the job that they do to keep the body healthy and strong. Remember, we learned about the immune system in our previous biology lesson, and we know that the immune system is responsible for fighting off diseases that make us sick. Now we will learn about the digestive system. The digestive system is a system of organs responsible for getting food into and out of the body and for making use of the food to keep the body healthy. The job of the digestive system is to make sure that whatever we eat is processed and the nutrients in what we have eaten is absorbed into our body, thereby making us healthy and strong. The digestive system has a series of organs joined together from our mouth down to our anus. The main organs that make up the digestive system are the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Helping them along the way are the pancreas, gallbladder, and the liver. In today's lesson, we'll get to know the definition of all the parts of the digestive system, and in our next lesson, we'll get to learn the functions of all the parts of the digestive system. The first part of the digestive system is our mouth. Do you know that digestion starts even before we put food in our mouth? If your food isn't ready and you can still perceive the aroma of the food from the kitchen, you notice that your mouth is already salivating. That's to say the glands are ready to work on the food that will enter your mouth. Second is the esophagus, which is a pipe that is behind your throat that helps the chewed food roll to the stomach. There's a small flap that folds over your windpipe as you swallow to prevent you from choking. That is called the epiglottis. Sometimes when you are eating and you begin to cough, in most cases, a little part of the food entered the windpipe, so the epiglottis is there to help so that the food does not enter the windpipe. Third is the stomach, which is like a container that holds the food while enzymes and other organs carry out their functions. It is where the food goes before the organs start their functions. The stomach sends the food to the small intestine. And now the fourth organ is the small intestine. It gets food as semi-solid. Do you know what semi-solid is? It is food that is no longer hard and is now getting soft and almost turning into liquid. For example, pap is semi-solid. If you eat your food, no matter how strong it was before ingestion, it goes into the small intestine as semi-solid. The pancreas is an integral part of the digestive system as it makes a digestive juice that has enzymes that breaks down carbohydrates, fats, protein, etc. It delivers this juice to the small intestine. Now, another part of the digestive system is the liver that also makes digestive juice that breaks down fats and some vitamins. The liver has many functions, but its main job within the digestive system is to process the nutrients absorbed from the small intestine. We have another part known as the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores and concentrates bile from the liver and then releases it into the duodenum in the small intestine to help absorb and digest fats. It stores bile between meals. So when you eat, your gallbladder squeezes bile through the bile ducts into your small intestine. The next organ in the digestive system process is the large intestine, which is also known as the colon. It is responsible for processing waste so that emptying the bowels is easy and convenient. It connects the small intestine to the rectum, and the rectum connects the large intestine to the anus, where we use to dispose the waste products from the food that we have eaten. I hope you enjoyed learning about the organs that make up the digestive system and help process the food you eat for the nutrients you need. In our next lesson, we'll learn more about these parts of the digestive system and what they do. Thank you for listening. If you can, subscribe to our ACE Radio School YouTube channel to catch up on topics you have missed. Our channel on YouTube is called ACE Radio School. Bye everyone, and be sure to tune in next week.
Hello everyone, this is for all the children at home during this COVID-19 pandemic. Join ACE Radio School to continue learning while at home. This is for the nursery, primary, and secondary school children. We will be teaching you literacy, numeracy, and STEM subjects. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Maths. This is an ACE Charity initiative powered by Grundfos Foundation.